The poppy has become synonymous with Remembrance Day, and it's said that lots of poppies sprung up in the fields during the Second World War, and that this was a sign of the spilled blood of the soldiers, of the earth weeping. And since then, we've been encouraged to wear a poppy as a symbol of this remembrance of those who gave their lives in service of the country. What actually happens with the poppy is where the bombs were indeed falling and hitting the ground was a form of seed dispersion. And one of the things about poppies that it particularly needs is it needs a lot of sunlight in order to germinate. In fact, if you're trying to get it to germinate in your garden or grow it, the best thing to do is to just simply sprinkle it on top of the soil. This summer, I noticed there was a massive amount of the red poppy, which is called a common red poppy or corn poppy. It's sometimes even called a Flanders poppy. And these poppies, they are used in herbalism. They're very mild, sort of sedative and calming, which they can be used for sort of insomnia and anxiety. The leaves and the flowers in particular, like the aerial parts. But they're also really good. The petals are really good for soothing, irritating coughs. And occasionally some herbalists also will use them for skin and pain relief by crushing the petals and applying them to like minor irritations such as sunburns. But it's the cousin of the corn poppy, the opium poppy, where there is some really strong medicinal properties going on. This particular poppy contains some really potent alkaloids like morphine, codeine and theobromine, which are used in pain relief, particularly strong pain relief needs such as like post-surgery and cancer care. Opium is also extracted from this poppy, which historically has always been used to be a sedative and calming, aid to sleep. And it is obviously what heroin is synthesized from. So it contains some extremely strong constituents. So poppy is a highly valuable crop, and it always has been. Huge wars have been fought. The British Empire went to war not once but twice with China over controlling the flow of opium. In the 18th and 19th centuries, particularly in China, the popularity of smoking opium was really big. And you can understand why, given the life conditions, that those people were making those choices for similar reasons that probably modern day heroin addicts, take up that same mantle to try to soothe themselves from harsh living conditions. It seems to me a bit of a paradox that a plant that's traditionally known for helping to soothe pain has now become an emblem for remembering a pain that humanity caused each other through the act of war. Perhaps it's time to actually remember poppy's innate gifts in offering us this deeply needed pain-relieving medicine. And it's only really in times when society around a person is really not functioning okay that person can then become addicted to the opiates. You can take examples such as the Vietnam War that shows this. Many in the army, they actually used heroin when they were actually fighting out in Vietnam. When they came back to their lives, they just stopped that practice because, they returned to a peaceful way of being. I would love to finish with just, asking us all on this special day to make a prayer or set an intention for peace within ourselves, peace with the living ecology, peace in our communities, and peace in the world.